Orhan Pamuk's novel, The Museum of Innocence, became a permanent exhibition in 2012. Based in Istanbul, the Turkish Nobel laureate's dream of putting real objects from his fictional tale on display continues to attract the interest of both local and international visitors. Imagine a place where the words in a novel turn into real-life objects. This is the Museum of Innocence, the first of its kind in the world. Located in Istanbul, it was conceived and inaugurated by Orhan Pamuk in 2008, the author of the homonymous novel. However, it's not necessary to have read the book to appreciate the exhibition.
There are people coming to the museum who are reading the book, and with their books in their hands, they are checking out all the boxes, and if the objects that are talked about in the novel properly placed in those boxes. And also there are people who are coming without reading the book, and that's a different experience.
The Museum of Innocence tells the story of a tormented love affair between Kemal, a wealthy upper-class man, and Füsun, a lady from the lower middle class. As the vicissitudes of life keep them apart, Kemal begins collecting a myriad of objects that remind him of his happy moments with Füsun.
He's composing a museum, he's creating a museum based on the story in this building. He's buying the building at the end of the story, and with all the objects that he was collecting over the years, he's creating the Museum of Innocence.
The exhibition also helps visitors catch a glimpse of what life looked like in Istanbul between the 1950s and the early 2000s. The objects on display take us back in time.
They can remember the past of the city, how the people in Istanbul lived in the earlier times of 20th century, because most of the objects are real and they are collected by Orhan Pamuk to make the museum, but they are mostly real objects of people who were living those times and using those objects.
The Museum of Innocence won the prestigious European Museum of the Year award in 2014. It's a unique place that takes you on a romantic journey through the history of Istanbul.